Now in the Crenshaw area, Nipsey's name is starting to resurface, along with the name Big U. Now, this gentleman here went online to state that Big U knew about the murder before the murder, because he stated, Big U told me about the murder hours before it actually happened. So apparently he got it mixed up with the person he was talking to, who probably was in cahoots along with him in murdering Nipsey Hussle, thought that the job was already done, when in fact it wasn't. Now, this lady from Big U's hood that goes by the name of Mika Love, and she has some strong allegations about Big U, basically saying everybody in the hood always knew Big U had something to do with Nipsey Hussle's murder. Check it out.
They saying Big U said shit. Oh, off that Black Sam interview. Now, y'all, I don't know, bro. I don't know if Big U said shit, but when that shit with Nipsey first popped off, when it first happened, everybody in LA thought Big U said shit. We all thought that. We all did. We thought it was Big U, and then we thought, people was like, no, it wasn't Big U, da da. And then it was like, oh yeah, it was the government. Like, come on now, that's what the world was saying, the government on some weird shit. But all of LA, yeah, we all thought Big U did it. We already felt like it, cause like Black Sam said, I didn't even watch that interview. I honestly didn't. I saw a couple of clips or whatever. But living in LA, I remember when Big U and Nip got into it because Nip didn't want to be under his label no more, because Big U was trying to Big U had bought the Crenshaw the Crenshaw brand and shit like that, and yeah, basically trying to extort Nip and had him in a fucked up ass deal. So when Nip finally got out of that deal, you know what I'm saying, he went about his way or whatever, and Big U didn't like that, and so they had animosity or whatever. This is just me living in LA, I know this. And then I remember when Nip started with YG, and he had brought YG to the 60s. And when he brought YG to the 60s, I remember Big U was trying to pop shit about it. Like, how you bringing this whoop-de-whoop to the hood, this and that. And Nip peeled out his shirt. And he was like, nah, get down for cuz whoop whoop. And Nip had to run phase to have YG in the 6-0s. But he did that. But Big U was trying to give him a hard time because Big U was mad that he wasn't trying to give him no money. You know? He didn't want to be under that deal no more. So that's what that was. So I remember that. So then when Nip died, because I remember Nip didn't want nothing to do with Big U. So when he got killed or whatever, all of LA was like, Big U did that. Big U did that. Because who would have known? Who would have known? People, you had to be a part of the 6-0s. You had to be in his circle to know. Everybody knew, Nip. If you saw that Maybach on Slauson, that Nip was there. Everybody knew that. We always knew that. Frontlining that, dying over that is crazy. Yeah. But yeah, so everybody knew that when his Maybach is on Crenshaw, that Nip is there or whatever. But like Black Sam said, I seen that clip when he was usually be having burners and stuff. That's what, when you live in LA, we all know that it's it's always burners, and it's in the spot. That was the spot. So it's always burners up in there, some protection, and it's Nipsey, bro. So you'd be stupid. All of LA kept saying bro, why nobody had no burners? Why nobody was shooting back? Why nobody was doing nothing? Nobody shot back. Nobody did nothing. And that is crazy to have no burners, right? So when we looked at that, all of LA was just nah, that was an inside job. Because there's no way in hell you got Nip in the parking lot on Slauson and Crenshaw, and there's no burners, at all. So it was so Big U, did Big U pay all the in the spot not to have the burners? I mean, to be lacking? And it was did also on top of sending because how he came the 2 times, he came the first time, he scoped out the scenery. We saw all of that, right? That was very evident. And then he come back in a red shirt to shoot Nipsey. But it's usually in LA, in a spot like that, Nipsey be on point looking at everything. So after the first time he came, they should have recognized him, and then seeing him coming back, they should have been oh, this is the second time. That's when a car going around your block. You like, this car just went around the block like twice. Then when it come again, that's the same car. Be on that type of stuff. So it's like, I feel like that's why Black Sam don't with none of them, because he feel like them niggas either fucked up or they was in on it. So I get it. I totally get it. But is somebody gonna do something about it? Probably not. Because they've been talking about that for a long time inside of LA. Y'all just getting a whiff of how Black Sam feel, but he been on who felt like that. That's why he don't with the 6-0s. Ain't been with the 6-0s. That's why he don't sign off on nothing. Nobody trying to use his brother's shit. None of that. You can say that was just a bad motherfucker day. It was a bad motherfucker day. But I don't think it was just a bad motherfucker day. I do think it was something. Cowboy looks suspect. All of them look suspect. That's why Black Sam don't with none of them. They all look suspect. I felt like it wasn't just she was just a shooter, bro. It was more than that. Like, it was more than involved. He was just a shooter. No burners is crazy. That's a fact. No burners on Slauson and Crenshaw is crazy. If Big U was in on this, that ain't no way Shitty would have give him up. I think that if Big U was in on it, for sure, I think Shitty, I don't know. Cause bro, you remember after that happened, they went and shot up this family house. They wiped out his whole family. Baby mama, granny. Them niggas dead. Like, they went and did John's that same day. That people's is dead behind that. And it's like, most would have been like, I ain't got shit to live for. Y'all killed my people. And if Big U, that's you know, I gotta play devil's advocate. Because if Big U was actually in on it, I would be like, you paid me or you did whatever, and I did, and I held up my end of the bargain. But now my whole family got killed behind this shit. You couldn't even keep my people safe. You know what I'm saying? Which is stupid, because why would you go kill somebody like Nipsey and then leave your mama and them on the block in the 60s? You supposed to get them up out of there before you even went to scope the scenery. So, you know, like, for me, I probably would have been mad and hurt and feeling vindictive. And I probably would have been like, you know what? That put me up to it. That I'm just telling you, I'm keeping it real. I don't got else to live for. They wiped up my whole family after I did this nigga a favor. I don't give a. He said, I was in the jungles when it happened. Ghetto Bird went up fast. There ain't no way paperwork on Shitty ever snitching. There ain't no paperwork. I didn't say he snitched. I'm saying, if devil's advocate is they trying to say Big U put him up to it. If Big U actually put him up to it, after he killed Nipsey, his whole family got killed, wiped out within hours. They were dead. We know this. And so, because they still lived in the 60s. So therefore, if it was me, ain't no way Big U could have kept me quiet after that, because I did you a favor or I did whatever and you couldn't even keep my family safe. So, ain't got nothing else to live for at that point. PC up. Tell on him. Yeah.
Now, since then, Big U went on a tour of interviews, just kind of explaining itself, not having any involvement.
You know, because when Nip, like, passed away, automatically, Big U did it.
Like, how we was beefing when all his songs, every album he put out, since we had the so-called altercation, he shouted me out. He got the keys to the city. Like, what? Didn't he say, I want to be Big U?
He shouldn't have never said that I wasn't in town. That is the first thing to say when we looking for our alibi. Why are you pleading the alibi when nobody has accused you of that? Why is he even making mention of he wasn't in town? Nobody insinuated. What are you talking about? We talk about a fight. What do you mean he wasn't in town? He wasn't in town for what? What are you talking about?
I ain't gonna trust this. We winning. How about that? We winning. That's a fact. We ain't losing. Definitely winning.
Pistol Pete is Fat Joe's man. Pistol Pete from the Bronx. That's the homie. I don't know why Big U even pulling Pete into that. Pete ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Why Fat Joe telling Khaled, you brought me a Rolex watch, love. I just bought a Rolex 2 days ago for his birthday, and here you go, you blessing me with one. The nigga Big U was over there with his phone, bro, recording his shit. You supposed to be that. I'm feeling embarrassed and ashamed, but this is the dirtiest of it all. You didn't even bring the gift.